The M-Pink Theater becomes the 10th venue to host a Marble League. Of course, before we can get to the proper show, we have to qualify first. We've got 2 groups, and they're each going to go head-to-head, total their points, and we begin with balancing. The Midnight Wisps kick us off here, and they get a marble all the way down into the catch basin. The goal of balancing, of course, is to send all 4 of your marbles down that narrow beam as far as they can go. If you make it to the end, you get 130 for your individual marble that makes it to that basin. If you drop off early, just like Team Momo does, then you do not get into the triple digits. You add all of them together, though, and a 242 puts Momo second of 2. Blackjacks come down next, here in Group A. Oh, they've got 3 nose astern, and they go all the way. Really nice run. What does this give them? It's a 419. That is a tremendous number. That would have broken the old Marble League record had the Hazers not reset it back in 2019. 438 is the Marble League record, but that is over 400. Raspberry Racers go into second place with a 269. Talk about throwing down the gauntlet. That is quite a number. Green Ducks got in their own way early on in that one and lost 2 marbles to the low side. Didn't even make it to 40 on those. 299 is their total. They move up into second place halfway through Group A in balancing. It is Balls of Chaos, a team that in this event, sometimes it goes well, sometimes it completely goes off the rails. This one, they do get a finisher and a 266. Turtle Sliders. They lose their marbles early on, almost make it to the end, but came just shy of hitting that 120 mark, 115, the farthest marble. That's dead last of the 7 who have run so far. Team Plasma comes in now, and they lost theirs early. One does make it to the end. Plasma's 210, that takes over last place. Hazers in the blocks. Team that debuted back in 2018. And this total puts them into third, 272. 2 in the 50s, 1 in the 70s, and 1 in the 90s. Gliding Glaciers are a little bit newer than the Hazers. And they got bunched up right at the start. They were able to correct on a couple of them, but still lost most of the marbles before 75. Yes, there you see 73, their farthest aside from that finisher. Solar Flares, they just debuted in the Marble League a couple of years ago. That was back in the year where we got the Blackjacks and the Wolfpack with them too. One finisher seeming to be very common so far. And a 254. 1 more to go here in Group A, and it's the Jungle Jumpers. They held that triangle formation for a long time. Finally lost marbles to the top side. You see that Cyan 120. That's for a marble that did make it to the end of the balance beam, but did not land in the catch basin. Quite a spread here. All teams but 3 had a marble make it to the end. One of those teams that made it to the end did not make it into the catch basin. But interestingly, Team Plasma down there in last place, they did have a finisher, but their other marbles fell off too early. So Blackjacks win that one in Group A, and now we go to Group B. A lot of talk, but this is the more dangerous of the 2 groups. But I'm just looking at the results of that Group A, and there's some interesting developments in that one. We'll have to see how it compares here in Group B. The Rangers got us started. Galactic, tightrope walking along that top side, leads to a finish. 282. That opening run, by the way, that was pretty good. laying down a really nice number for everybody to chase. Bumblebees, they drop in, and they hold 3 all the way to the end. They did lose one early on. Yes, 26. That will hurt them. But that's a great total. That also would have broken the old Marble League record prior to the 2019 number. Savage Speeders, one of those teams in the original group. 251. And this is an important one. The reason why I bring that up is because this is the 10-year anniversary of the very first Marble League, 2016-2026. 2 finishers, and at least one past 50. Gives them a 341. Still, it's going to take a lot to beat 3 in the basin. Limers try to get there. They use different lines for each of their marbles, it seems like, and none of them worked. They did get one that fell off to the side of that catch, and they are netted 120 as a result. Still not enough. Shining Swarm. They spread out really wide after they came down that ramp. Did not leave much room for each other. Indigo Stars coming through now. They made their debut at the same time as the Green Ducks back in 2019. Throughout these games, we'll be doing a lot of retrospectives, by the way, looking back on past Marble Leagues, Marble League records, debuts of events, because it's just been an unbelievable decade that has led us to this point. And that's a good run. Solid 2 that made it to the end. Where did those first 2 drop off? The 88 is solid, 32. They're going to be losing some points from that, but a 380 puts them solidly in the mix with 3 teams left. Crazy Cat's Eyes come down now, and they get 2 that go very far, 1 that makes it into the color complementing catch basin, and a 378 gets the Cats into 3rd. Here come the Wolfpack now. Packing together on the balance beam. Is it a good strategy? Not so much on this run. 240 puts the Wolfpack 9th of 11. Thunderbolts. Also one of the original 2016 teams. There's contact between team members, and they pay for it. 256 with the finisher, but lost one at 17, and then the 54-55 getting in each other's way. Bumblebees, they win this one easy by 36 points, or 36 centimeters, as it were. Chocolatiers come second. We stack up Group B with Crazy Cat's Eyes in 3rd in front of the Snowballs, and the Bumblebees are beginning their march for that trophy right there. One of the most sought after in all of marble sports, all around the world. And you help your team to get there. If you are a sponsor, thank you everybody who did that. If you want to support us in a different way, check out Patreon or the new YouTube memberships. Lots of great exclusive deals on there. Be sure to check it out. We come now to the hurdles. This was an interesting one in the friendly round that we saw. And it tends to tighten up once we get into the actual qualifiers. Top 2 across the line there, Midnight Wisps and Turtle Sliders, separated by just a few hundredths of a second. Balls of Chaos and Jungle Jumpers come next. This is a timed event, by the way. Flares, Plasma, Ducks, and Momo. Solar Flares and the Green Ducks stretching it out. Solar Flares will win it. Green Ducks hung with them, 1 length back. 6-6-1-6. It's a good time for Ember and the captain of the Green Ducks, 6-6-3-8. Now it's Blackjacks, Raspberry Racers, Hazers, and Gliding Glaciers. Blackjacks and Racers. Raspberry Racers and the Hazers now. Hazers trying to make a lunge of it at the end, but they can't do it. 6.628. Those times at the top are incredibly close. Just 1/100th of a second separating the Solar Flares from the Raspberry Racers, and another 100th of a second back to our third place finisher, the Green Ducks. Solar Flares take over the lead in the overall standings of Group A as we go now to B. It's the Bumblebees, Savage Speeders, Chocolatiers, and the Crazy Cat's Eyes. And Chocolatiers immediately build up a gap. Crazy Cat's Eyes will come in second place. What was that time? Took them a little bit to get going, but wow, did they finish strong with a new Marble League record, 6.468. These are the qualifiers: Team Galactic, Snowballs, Indigo Stars, and the Wolfpack. And now the Indigo Stars come on strong with a flourish through the final couple of hurdles to win that heat. They were behind at the beginning, 6.940. Quite a respectable time, but no Marble League record. O'Rangers, Limers, Shining Swarm, and the Thunderbolts. Good start by the Limers. Thunderbolts on the bottom lane. That's the order they'll finish. O'Rangers come in third. What was the time? Limers, healthy margin up front. It's a 7.346, puts them in 8th. This was the slowest of all of our heats in Group B. Chocolatiers predictably get the win. With that record, Crazy Cat's Eyes go second, and Indigo Stars third by just under 0.5 tenth. We want to give a shout out also, talking about retrospectives, at some of the other events that have been going on in the meantime. If you have not been checking in on the channel lately, or maybe you've just been too busy, we've had the Marble Collision Underleague, we had the Iron Marble Tournament, and of course, Marbula 1. Don't forget that you can replicate nearly any of those using our Skyway Chase or Hyperloop sets. You can get all of your favorite marbles as a part of it, and don't forget to give us a follow online at Jelle's Marbles. Here in the Javelin, it's Midnight Wisps and the Solar Flares. If you weren't with us for this in the friendly round, they're going to push the Javelins out, and the near end of the Javelin, that is where the distance is recorded. So in this case, a narrow victory past 45, down on the bottom, 46.60 for centimeters, gives the Solar Flares the win in this one. They switch sides now and do run number 2. And let's see how that compares, and it's a better push on the bottom lane. This time Solar Flares only make it to 40. Midnight Wisps go 48 even. Team Momo and the Gliding Glaciers now. Gliding Glaciers make impact first, but it is the shorter of the two throws. Watch the energy that is expended when those marbles get into the Javelin throw point, into that little house where they transfer all of their energy, and you'll see them bounce backwards and often be careening back and forth. We actually saw some marshals fall off of the stand in the friendly round, and look at them leaping upward, some of the marbles, after they make these throws. They're really putting everything they have into it. In this case, 45.65 is the best throw for Team Momo. They get the win head-to-head against the Gliding Glaciers, but it's only good enough distance-wise for third overall. That was a very short throw on that bottom lane, barely getting past 30. Blackjacks did a bit better with 43.65. Let's see if they can improve here when they switch lanes. Much tighter formation for the Blackjacks, and as a result, they do not lose any energy. That's an incredible throw past 60. 61-60 puts the Blackjacks into first. Jungle Jumpers go sixth. Plasma and Raspberry Racers. That's a good pair of throws as well. Nearly to 50 and then nearly to 55. No, past 55 actually. Run number 2 here in Heat D. A much better formation down on that bottom lane, and it translates to distance. $55.90, a little bit better than what we saw in that $55.10, and that puts the Racers into second place. Turtle Sliders and the Green Ducks, and that's a great one from the Ducks. Look at one of the Turtle Sliders leaping upward. Anytime that kinetic energy is going anywhere other than down the track and into the Javelin, you are losing potential distance. Better on the top lane it looked like, but it doesn't translate to a farther throw. Neither of these will break 55. Green Ducks. First throw was the better of the two. Getting toward the end of the group in the final couple of heats. At this point, the Marbles know what they have to do if they want to get the points. Balls of Chaos 48.5 compared to 44. They've got to do better. Hazers and Balls of Chaos one more time. The Hazers gave it a good try. They get past 55. Balls of Chaos do not. They go into 7th. Hazers' throw is good enough for 4th. So the Green Ducks 64-50. That wins the event over the Blackjacks and Raspberry Racers. Tally the new points totals. Where do they shake out? And the Green Ducks and Blackjacks are guaranteed to qualify. Nobody else locked in, nobody else eliminated. The excitement is building with one event to go in that group. We now go to Group B. The opening throws here are going to be relative to the group themselves, so you're not comparing it to Group A. In this case, a 48, that's a pretty good throw. But will that stack up? Now that you've seen what your competitors, albeit in a different group, can do, how much do you try to go all out here? If you're not guaranteed qualification, I don't think anything less than full effort is going to do it. 52-20 from the Wolfpack. Low showing for the O'Rangers that time. Team Galactic and Crazy Cat's Eyes come out now. Neither one gets past 45. Yeah, both very close together, 43-7 to a 43-4. They switch sides. Teams do this before the second heat just to even things out and make sure that there's no variations in the lanes. It gives you a chance to regroup and say, okay, first throw did not go well. What can we do better in the second one? Both teams do go better. 55-5 for Galactic. That cannot get by the winning throw by the Crazy Cat's Eyes. Bumblebees and the Thunderbolts. They each get past 50. Only just on that top lane, 50.35 to a 52.50 for the Thunderbolts, latter of whom they now go to that far lane on the top. Great tight formation for the Bumblebees, but didn't seem to hurt in that top lane all that much. Thunderbolts still very even, both in the 46s. Let's put them down the order. were it not for that first throw. Savage Speeders and Indigo Stars. Nice one from the Stars. Oh, look at Savage Speeders, almost came out of the gate on the left. They were almost at the same altitude as those Marshals. 60.25, that's going to be a good one. Can they better it? Can Savage Speeders better it? Well, they do get better on their throw. Not so much. On the top there. Indigo Stars, 43.40, pales in comparison, but that first throw good enough to put them into first place. Second go their competitors. Snowballs and Shining Swarm. Shining Swarm, that's a good one that should elevate them up the order as we get late in this group. Final chances. Just a couple left. Switch them up, Swarm and Snowballs. Swarm using one of their captains. Doesn't pay off in throw number 2, but it does for the Snowballs. Snowballs go third, Shining Swarm into second. Limers and Chocolatiers to close out Group B. Not a bad throw, but I think you're going to have to get into that 60 range if you want to challenge for the lead. Down they come for the final time, and that's a great throw on the top, past 60. The Chocolatiers saving the best for last for their 2 throws, and they go best overall. 62.15, that is the best in Group B. They win the Javelin over Indigo Stars and Shining Swarm. Looking for green numbers. Do we have any? Only the Chocolatiers right now. They are guaranteed to qualify. A silver and 2 wins. Want to give a shout out to one of our supporters, Born to Be Wrong. Everyone at Woodsides NYE supports Jelle's marble runs. They say, go Team Galactic. Ready for the underwater race to close things out. It's the Wisps, Raspberry Racers, Gliding Glaciers. Off they go. Solar Flares go to the inside. They get the lead. Now the Wisps move around the outside. Solar Flares get it back. Down to the line. It's going to be a photo finish. Wait and see who's it going to be. Oh my gosh. I can't tell from that one. We need a finish line. Maybe by 100th. Radiance ekes out the win. Wow. Talk about setting the tone. Well, as we come down through here, lots of shouldering side to side as they descend deeper into the water. It's Momo running to the line and I think getting the win. But everybody was oh so close, especially in that battle for second place. Who got it? I think it's on the top there. Shouldn't need a photo finish for this one. Momo gets it. It is also a margin of 100th between the Jungle Jumpers and the Green Ducks for second place. Blackjack's Balls of Chaos, Team Plasma, and the Hazers. They descend on those switchbacks. Get your position set early on. Hazers stalled for a second, and it cost them. They fall from first back to third, now get second place behind Team Plasma. $13.62 is the good enough time for third place for the Solar Flares. The only one of the marbles in that heat to make it onto the podium. The Solar Flares win it with a time of 13.44. Midnight Wisps right behind them in second. We wait for the order, and there you have it. Green Ducks, Solar Flares, Blackjacks, Hazers, Raspberry Racers, Team Plasma, they make it Midnight Wisps on down. They do not. Midnight Wisps eliminated Team Momo, another former champion. Eliminated. They will not make the Marble League. So let that sink in for a minute. No pun intended as we get into Group B's underwater race. Wolfpack did have the lead, but they were pipped at the line. Originally trying to go around the outside, but then that orange-red chevron pushes them back in the other direction, and the Bumblebees have to go to the inside. They find an opening. Crazy Cat's Eyes drafts them as well, and they take second place. O'Rangers, Snowballs, Indigo Stars, and the Thunderbolts. Quick to dive in. O'Rangers holding the lead. Inside line is quicker, however. Bounding their way through on the run down to the line. O'Rangers will get it. Of course, we look at the times. It's not just the finishing order. It's not like in some events where it's an elimination. O'Rangers 13.58. That's good enough to put them into first place. Final heat. Speeders, Limers, Shining Swarm, and the Chocolatiers. Where do they emerge? Chocolatiers have the lead for now. Limers, great line to take over second place, but now they get moved to the outside. They're in last. Running down to the line, it's Chocolatiers and the Speeders. Who got it? It was the Savage Speeders. By just under 0.03 of a second, but that time is not good enough to challenge for the podium. Savage Speeders only come in 5th. O'Rangers get the win over the Bumblebees and Crazy Cat's Eyes. What will this do to the order? There you have it. Chocolatiers, Crazy Cat's Eyes, Bumblebees, Indigo Stars. Snowballs and the Savage Speeders make it. The O'Rangers do not. After hosting last year, the O'Rangers are eliminated and will not compete in the Marble League. In this 10th edition of the top competition in all of marble sports, Indigo Stars make it for the first time since 2021. There are all of your teams. Next up, the opening ceremony and our first event of 2026, the 10-year anniversary. It's balancing.